Okay, we're talking about composition of functions. It's a little different from the previous stuff we did, but let's go back over some more. What was here, try these out, pause it here, work these out, and come back and check your answers. Okay, g minus f, you're going to take g and subtract f. So you need to put them in parentheses and then distribute the negative through here. Combine all your like terms, should get that. Negative x squared minus 6x plus 27. F divided by g means put f over g. Well, what multiplies to negative 18 and adds to negative 7? I'm sorry, positive 7. It's negative 2 and 9. The x plus 9s cancel out. That should be x minus 2. Okay, let's talk about composition of functions. Can be written as f g of x, or this, often called fog or goth. In this case, fog, but that's not an O, it's a composition notation. F of g of x is what we say there. You're taking this case, you'd do g of x first, and whatever comes out of that, you put into f. The output of g becomes the input of f. So for this, we're going to do g of negative 2, and we're going to put in negative 2 here, negative 2 here. Computing that, we should get 12. Now we're going to take that and put it into f. Whatever comes out of g, we put into f. And we should get negative 57. Okay, you tried g of f. You can work it out, pause it here, come back and check your answers. Oops. Okay. So we do f of negative 2. So we plug in negative 2 to f. I'm sorry. And there we're going to get negative 1. Now we're taking the negative 1 and plugging it in to g. And there we should get negative 3. So g of f of negative 2 equals negative 3. All right, so now let's move on to where we don't have a value to plug in. So before we'd take whatever came out of f of a number, we'd plug into g. Well, now we don't have that anymore. So now I'm going to just take f and plug it in to g. So I always like to think about it when I see this, g of x, that I just think of it as 3 of something squared minus 4 times that thing minus 12. Taking out the x's and just put it in parentheses. And what I'm putting in is f of x. So I'm putting in x minus 1. Now, we need to compute this, or at least simplify this. So this over here is just scratch work. Just remember x minus 1 squared is not x squared minus 1 squared. Doesn't work that way. What it is x minus 1 times x minus 1. You got to FOIL that out and you'll get this. So we're going to take this and put it in the place of this. Now we need to do all the distribution. And combine all our like terms. And there you go. Okay, so your turn. Try this one. You're going to take g and plug it in to f. Pause it here, work this one out, and come back and check your answers. Okay. 2 times something squared plus 3 times that thing plus 8, and what we're plugging in is x plus 3. when you go over and take care of x plus 3, it's going to be x squared plus 6x plus 9. Okay, so we're plugging that back in here. Do our distribution and combine all our like terms. And there you go. Okay, one more thing, decomposition of functions. So what we're looking for here, we have f of g of x is 1 over the absolute value of x. And we want to know what is f of x and what is g of x. So we got an inside function to an outside. So you look for two functions. And what I see here is 1 over something and the absolute value of something. Now the idea is, was this plugged into here or was this plugged into here? It's this one. So this one has been, the absolute value has been plugged into 1 over the thing. So the small one, the thing that's getting plugged into the larger one, it looks like g of x is probably the absolute value of x, and f of x is 1 over x. Absolute value of x is inside 1 over x. So g of x is the inside one, absolute value of x. So then f of g of x, which we already have, would mean plug this into here, which would give us this. Okay, try this last one here, and then come back and check your answers. Okay, I see sine of something and 6 times something. So we have 6 times sine of x. Well, sine of x is inside 6x. Oops, that went wrong. And then, so g of x is sine of x, and f of x is 6x. And there you go. Good luck.